In this lecture, we will review using specialized research designs. Specialized research designs provide alternatives to conventional designs, which include non-experimental or experimental. When conventional designs do not meet the needs of the research being explored. Specialized research designs refers to specific types of research methodologies tailored to investigate particular phenomena in depth, often involving unique data collection methods or specific populations. Now let's review some specialized research designs. First being combining between subjects and within subjects design. A between subjects, also known as between groups study design, is different people test each condition so that each person is only exposed to a single user interface. And within subjects or repeated measures study design, the same person tests all the conditions. So when we're referring to combining between subjects and within subjects design, we're going to talk about the mixed design as well as the nested design. So the mixed design is also known as the split plot design. It combines between subjects and within subjects design, whereas the nested design combines a between subjects and within subjects design by first nesting tasks under different levels of a between subjects variable, or two, nest groups of subjects under levels of a between subjects independent variable. Next, combining experimental and correlational designs. Combining experimental and correlational research designs allows researchers to gain a more comprehensive understanding of a phenomena by leveraging the strengths of both approaches. While experimental research can establish causation by manipulating variables, correlational research can explore naturally occurring relationships between variables. Now we're talking about first including a caveat in your experimental design or including a quasi-independent variable in an experiment, or an example of a combined design. Is coffee a physical or psychological stimulant? Okay, let's move on to the next. A quasi-experimental designs. A quasi-experimental design is a research method where researchers study the impact of an intervention or treatment without randomly assigning participants to control and experimental groups. There are a few that we will discuss, first being the times series design. The times series designs are a subcategory of longitudinal research design, which feature analysis on large series of observations made on the same variable consecutively over time. Next, the equivalent times sample design. The equivalent time sample design is a quasi-experimental method where the intervention is administered several times and the intervention is taken away several times. There are advantages and disadvantages of quasi-experiments, but I want you to note that it is useful when true experimental designs do not apply to a research situation. And a non-equivalent control group design is a between subjects design in which participants have not been randomly assigned to conditions. Now next, it's the pretest versus the post-test designs. A pre-test, post-test design is a research method that involves measuring a group of participants before and after an intervention. Behavior is measured before and after the change. Now, problems with the pre-test, post-test design issues include potential for history effects, maturation, selection bias, and attrition, depending on the research design and how well controlled the study is. Next is the Solomon 4-group design. It is a research method used in experimental studies to assess whether a pre-test itself influences the results of an intervention by randomly assigning participants to 4 groups. 2 receive a pre-test and treatment. 2 do not receive a pre-test, but only treatment or control, allowing researchers to compare the effects of the intervention with and without the pre-test sensitization effect. Next, it is the elimination of the pre-test. In experimental research, eliminating the pre-test can be done by using a post-test only control group design. This design is simpler than the pre-test, post-test design and can be more attractive in terms of internal validity. Moving on to developmental designs. Now, a developmental research design is a research strategy used to study how individuals change and develop over time, particularly focusing on how factors like age, cohort, gender, and social class impact development by examining what changes and remains consistent as people age across different life stages. The most common types of developmental research designs are cross-sectional and longitudinal studies. First, the cross-sectional design study is a type of research design in which you collect data from many different individuals at a single point in time. In cross-sectional research, you observe variables without influencing them. And in a longitudinal design, this refers to a research method where the same group of participants are studied repeatedly over an extended period of time, allowing researchers to observe changes and developments in their characteristics or behaviors as time progresses. And now, in the cohort sequential design, this study refers to a research design that combines cross-sectional and longitudinal studies. Now, the cohort sequential designs, or accelerated longitudinal designs, are designed in which adjacent segments consisting of limited longitudinal data on a specific age cohort can be linked together with similar segments from other temporarily related age cohorts, or to determine the existence of a common developmental trend. Now again, when we speak of specialized research designs, we must understand that they provide alternatives to conventional designs. And when we speak of conventional designs, we're basically talking about either non-experimental or experimental research designs, when conventional designs do not meet the needs of the research being explored. Specialized research designs refers to specific types of research methodologies tailored to investigate particular phenomena in depth, often involving unique data collection methods or specific populations.